and tell you that when we have visited UAE, this is what he brought. Now you put me in your car and carry me around the Republic of Liberia and tell me what Joe Biden brought from the UAE. That is the conversation we want to take us away from. That's the conversation they don't want. They don't want you and I discussing on the failure of the government. That you spend over 400,000 of our people's money to run on foreign trade, and the trade cannot benefit the country 1 cent. You think that's a good thing? You think that's nice? You know what 400,000 can do in this country? You know what 300,000 US dollars can do in this country? You for some funny trip, and the country ain't benefiting anything. Very, very poorly attended. You choose to run all across the country in an attempt to lure the people in believing that President Weah is hospitalized. The man, a human being, can get sick. When he gets sick, we'll let you know. But when he is not sick, don't say he's sick. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Do you know footballers? Do you know athletes? Do you know the kind of training they go through? Do you know what they do to keep their body and shape together? Do you know what happens? When President Weah became president in 2018, both of you who are here on the live, you can attest. In 2018, when President Weah became president, in less than 6 months, President Weah became big. Till when you were walking, you will see you'll be pushing, you'll be walking, your chest in front, you'll be pushing your butt behind. That's how big he was. His dietitians had to go back to him and say, no, Chief, you got to change the way you eat. You got to change the type of things you eat. You got to go through some training. Somewhere around 2018, 2019, his body started to drop. He started to get in shape. Footballers do these things. Athletes do these things. There are sometimes your doctors will look at you and tell you, you got to you got to reduce your protein intake. You got to reduce the level of cholesterol you take in. You got to reduce the level of carbohydrate you take in. When you start to follow those kind of proceeding, the doctors are not telling you it because you are sick. They are telling you it because they want, there is something they call preventive health care. There is preventive health care and there is curative health care. Preventive health care will ensure that you prevent the sickness or you prevent the body from getting involved with any medical complication before it happens. The curative health care is when you already get a cold, you already get a malaria, then they give you medicine so the cold and malaria can stop. The preventive one is saying, don't get cold, don't get malaria. For you not to get malaria, keep your yard clean, keep your area correct. Sleep on a mosquito net. That's preventive health care. So these big people who got money, these big athletes, these politicians and very important personality in our society, their doctors can look at them from time to time and say, look, my man, I think you're okay now. You need to drop some weight. You need to reduce some of the oil. You need to drop some weight. You need to change the type of food you eat right now. Based on your age and based on your exercise level, based on the number of water you take in, based on the number of sugar you take in, you need to reduce your weight. And the way you do it is for the dietitians to redirect your food intake. So if you are drinking 2 bottles of juice a day, you got to drink one bottle of juice and 1 bottle of water. Replace the other bottle of juice with water. If you are eating about 10 ounces of whatever gram of meat, reduce it to fish, reduce it to nothing, reduce it to vegetable. These transformational processes will lead to your body changing in shape and size. When it happens, does that in any way mean you're sick? When you're going through your normal routine, your dietitians are trying to work. Dietitians are people who determine the kind of food you eat, by the way. So when your dietitians are reprogramming your food intake, and that decides to affect your body, because obviously it will shape your body. If you used to wake up in the night and swallow GB, 10 o'clock in the night, and your dietitian tells you, no, the thing you're doing, you're swallowing GB 10 o'clock in the night, and you're drinking beer profusely, you are not exercising, you are not eating fruit, it will soon get you obesity, it will soon get you big stomach. When you stop it, your stomach will start to reduce. And your stomach start to reduce, does that in any way mean you're sick? Come on, we need to learn. We need to stop being so unnecessarily political about issues in this country. The United Party should focus on the job they were elected to do. You can be passing the president around from one country to the country. He's not getting, and I mean, he's not bringing anything to the country for us. He's not bringing anything. Wasting taxpayers' resources. And you work out the only thing you can say, President, we are sick. President, we are sick. That President, we are sick. I mean, fake sickness made Joe Biden bring 1 cent from the UAE. No, you tell me. That President, we have fake sickness. Make a Joe Biden bring 1 cent from France. No, I come in. Let's have the conversation now. That President, we have sickness. Eh? And you say, President, we are sick. And you say, President, we are sick. That President, we are sick now. Make a Joe Biden return from France with $0. When Joe went to the same France and brought 10 million. Oh, that the fake sick now make it. I mean, JMB left the UAE, the place Joe brought hospital from. That place he came from with empty hands. And you allow the United Party propagandists to run the country into mess? You should be focusing on why the president returned to this country with $0. You can spend 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 on a trip. On a trip. Liberians cannot even see what is in it. Liberians can see what is in it. The president traveled to Japan. Why other countries are bringing billions of dollars to their people? Our president was in Japan visiting one small hospital. Our president was in Japan visiting one small hospital. Why Ghana was signing BB deals to come to Japan? And why Ghana was bringing vehicle manufacturing company to Accra? Our president was visiting small hospital in Japan. Be focused on how nobody is recognizing President Baka around the world. Be focused on that. If the president is respected globally, wherever he goes, even when a $5 they will give it to him. Especially the kind of country he come from, a third world country like Liberia. You got a president who they say is a responsible people president, an educated president, serious minded president. But the serious minded president can go to serious country and can bring rock. The serious minded country president go to serious minded France and could not bring 1 cent. The playful president went to France and brought 10 million. That's the conversation what you should be talking about. The playful president talked to Paris. The playful president talked to India and brought 45 new buses in 2018 when he became president. The Sri Lankan president is baking one heavy duty importation business in Liberia to pre-finance 35 buses before they will get get the 7 buses that came yesterday. What kind of serious president is not able to talk to imagine India? You can't convince India. Who you convince? Imagine the president can convince India. You can convince India to bring 45 buses. That you gotta go buy buses. That you gotta go buy buses. A playful president went and brought 45 buses free. A playful president went to the UAE that Joe Biden just returned from and brought big hospital and sent it to Bapolu. And brought the PSP pack and did it. And brought military vehicle for the AFL and presented it to them. The playful president brought those things from UAE. The super president go to the UAE, he can't even bring chicle. He can't even bring common pepper making it. And because you guys are damn shame, you are ashamed of your president, you are ashamed that the president is not able to do anything. And the only thing you can have here, but we are saying, but we are doing one, this and that. And my only disappointment is the fact that citizens are quick to believe this guy lies. If you must continue to support President Weah, you should understand that they will lie on him. They will make attempts to do all the worst things to him. They will say things that are not authentic. They will attack his character. They will do everything to demoralize you. The same thing they did. They went to your headquarters and broke it down, thinking that when they break your headquarters down, it will stop you from supporting the president. It will stop you from supporting your party. Oh, when they saw how Boulevard Junction and 540 became locked on the day of the groundbreaking, when they saw how the number was overwhelming, when they saw how Liberians all across the country trooped their way to the groundbreaking, they got confused. You need to stand firm. If you support President Weah, you should understand that he will be attacked on a daily basis. The job of the United Party is not to govern. Their job is to make sure that they bring George Weah down. And so if you are a Weah supporter, you got to be firm. You got to be strong. If you are not strong, they'll make you weak. All of these things are intended to make you weak. President Weah is strong. He's healthy. Sooner or later, you will see him in the United States with the FIFA delegation. This man is busy in and out of government. Outside government, he's still having impact globally. He's still having global engagements. So we have been having a horse in Ghana before he could become president. The Ghana you said Joe had a horse in Ghana before becoming president. Even before he could even talk about being a politician, he had that horse in Ghana. When the men are in Labrador, he go sit in Ghana. Oh, the men did not build that horse in Ghana when you were president. The horse was there. The Ghanaians themselves know that Joe had a horse there. Also, when Joe go to Ghana, does that in any way mean anything? They make a horse there now. You can be there. He let mother live in a horse practically before she could die. Practically. His brother Clarence, all the people used to be in a horse in Ghana. He had a horse when you're playing football. When he's not in Liberia, he goes to Ghana. If he's not in Ghana, he's in Florida to a place in America, and all of these properties outside the country, he got them before he could become president. Oh, the man not president again. He can't go to a house in Ghana again to go rest. He can't go to a house to go rest. He can go rest. And so when the man is interested in Ghana, ahead of his official engagement with the FIFA in North Africa, and somebody come and say, the only reason why these guys are running with this news is because they want you and I to forget about the shameful return of the president. President Baga returned to this country shamefully. Very shamefully. Very shamefully. Arab man. Imagine Arab man country. You go Arab man country, you won't pay anything? Are we serious? A Syrian president go to the Arab people, you not bring rock? A quote-unquote Syrian president go to the Arab people country and they not bring rock? You didn't bring rock back to the country? And only because you want to lie. Because you don't want us talking these things, you can't run around with President. We are sick. He in hospital, he on the hospital bed. And you challenging. President will do no video. He will do no video to justify anything. If he has an official program to go to in Ghana, he will go there. When journalists are there, they will take a picture and send it. But for us to go in President, we are gym. To go record him training, we'll not do that bull crap. We'll not do it. Because it is not worth it. Focus on the bread and butter issues of the country. They elected Joe Biden to run the affairs of the country. The people should focus on that. You said that people are dying from hunger in the country. You're not concerned about it. Half of the people in the country, they're tearing in school. They're tearing in school on Saturday. The business department at the different schools have to reduce their tuition installment policy. So schools used to get 3 installment policy at their institution for paying school fees. Today, the schools have abandoned all their original policy on installment. You get $100, you can go pay it now because the country hard. You are running a country where things are becoming extremely difficult. Very difficult. Life is unbearable in the country. Nobody said Labrador not hard on the Ellie. Labrador was difficult on the Ellie. Labrador was difficult on the George Weah. But Labrador is worse on the Joe Baka. The government should focus on it. The government should be concerned about it. Be concerned about changing the bread and butter issues affecting the country instead of you passing around with one fake news. Look at your mother country president. Oh, the president not playful. Yeah, he's not playful. We agree. We agree he's not playful. He was not playing that. He was not dancing puka. Joe Biden is not dancing puka. He is not playing football on the street. He is not playing football at the Invisible Park. But with all his seriousness, what did he bring from France? With all his seriousness, what did he bring from Dubai? Joe, I went to Dubai and Brown Hospital. Come to me in my car, I carry Boboloo. We'll go to the hospital with take picture. Show me where we can go to take picture of what Joe Biden brought to this country from Dubai. Show me where we can go to take picture from what Joe Biden brought to this country from France. And the thing they don't want to talk. Oh, that's why they don't want to talk. Oh, because they know we're discussing that. They know we say Papa coming with nothing. And because they know that is the conversation that will be in the country, they say, okay, you know what? The way the Papa coming disgraceful, they ain't bringing nothing for all. Let's just post Joe we are, sick on Facebook. Some of them last Joe we are that. Then we'll put it on Facebook. Then they will be concerned about it. They will not be concerned about how Papa return from UAE and France with zero. I kind of bull crap so CDC people listening to. I kind of bull crap people worrying on. Everybody calling me. Okay, what's happening? Okay, what's happening? The only thing happening is that Joe Biden returned from France and UAE was zero. That's the only thing that's happening. Besides that, everything okay, everything good. Everything is good. When George was president, he instructed one of his officials of government to take President Baga to a hospital in America when President Baga was sick. Now I want you to listen to this. Listen to that one. In fact, share the live right now because I want other people to listen to that particular one, then we'll end the podcast. I want you to share it. When President when President Weah was in charge of this country, Omen Joe Baga got sick. Omen Joe got sick. George Weah, as president of the Republic of Liberia at that time, instructed one of his staff, somebody who was working in his government, to take Omen Joe Baga to America, Rhode Island, for treatment, medical treatment. To take President Baga to America for medical treatment. George Weah took somebody else to America for treatment. Then George Weah himself will be sick. He will go lay down Ghana for treatment. That one making sense to you? It making sense to you? No. Is it making sense to you? Is this thing making sense to you? Let's have the conversation. We are a president, he sent Joe Biden America for treatment. America for treatment. When President Weah was in charge of this country, as head of the country, he sent President Baga to the United States of America for treatment. Then Weah himself will be sick. He will go lay down Ghana for treatment. Also, he let Baga pass the set. And people believe in that kind of bullcrap. The Unity Party and their supporters, their propagandists, should know that governing a country is not successfully done through propaganda. Because propaganda will not bring the Emirate Hospital that George Weah brought from the UAE to take it to Babalu. Propaganda will not do it. Propaganda will not erase the fact that Joe Biden returned to the country the same way he left. The same way he left the country, that how he returned. Weah sent JMB to hospital in the USA. Then he is said sick. He is said sick. Like you guys are saying, critically sick. Then at Ghana, you go lay down. When Joe Biden was critically sick, George Weah took him to the UAE. To the USA for treatment. Then I hear George Weah will be critically sick. You go lay down in Ghana. You get sense? You're thinking? Are you guys thinking? Are you guys thinking? But the truth of the matter is, and I'll say this to people before I close, the rescue government should stop using propaganda because propaganda will not work. Some of your own rescue supporters are out of school. Some of your rescue supporters are out of rent. Some of them do not even feed a day. Hunger is on the increase. You should be focusing on how you bring jobs to this country. You run a reckless government. You run a government that doesn't prioritize the rule of law. And that's why people ain't taking the president serious out there. How do you want to consider the president to be serious when the president is breaking the laws in the country, and you think other people will take their high-end taxpayers' money and give it to the government? Don't you see that Joe Biden is not extracting anything from outside there? Why should the president make over 23 trips and we cannot point to 1 cent that he ever brought to the country? It's been 2 years. We are in November. It's 2 years now. Forget December. It is 2 years. It is 2 years now. 1 cent he hasn't brought to this country. You should be concerned about it. And you're looking for sickness where there is none? You're looking for death where there is none? Go ahead. Continue. Continue looking for death. You will find death where you put it. Continue looking for death. You will find death where you put it. But at the end of the day, there is one thing that is clear. That the government decided to use this story, to use this fake medical situation as a cover-up for the shame and disgrace they brought on this country by the unsuccessful trips the president been making. And just some people that all in the country will sit down and lie. No, we tell our people, we inform our people that this is a charade. It has no bearing. It has no bearing. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. In as much as you work our government and also run propaganda, well, you got to feel for the people. The 500,000 Joe Biden used to go to those 2 countries, the 300,000 he used, I don't want to know how much he used, but I know whatever money he used, that money can build hospital in some kind of county. And he had knew, he would have used that money to build some kind of hospital or some kind of school in one county. Instead of jumping in big airplane, charter private jet, luxurious hotels around the world, and give fat DSA to his staff, he would have used that money to do something else to benefit the lives of the people. Instead of that, he went unsuccessfully, came back with nothing. And because you were afraid that we'll talk about it, you were afraid that we'll criticize it, you jump beyond sickness. Where the 35 buses you said you were bringing? You want to show us 7, where the other one? Oh, you don't want to criticize you on it? That's why you bringing sickness news? And let me say this to citizens on authority. That your political leader and the incoming president of this country, 2030, is alive, he is healthy, he is strong, and will soon be in the USA for his official activities as chairperson of the Anti-Racism Committee of the Federation of International Football Association, FIFA. Don't get carried away by any of these distractions. These are things intended to distract you from the real suffering of the Liberian people. And so I just thought to have the short podcast, and in subsequent time, it's going to be fire for fire. These days, we will leave no information unchecked. We will leave no information unchecked. Any nonsense they say about the former president, a political party, and whatever, we will counter it. Because these guys lie to come to power. We cannot allow them to keep lying. Why in power? Oh, you lie to all the kind of power? You want to lie to all why you stay in power? You lie to the woman you pregnant her. You still won't be lying to her why the child is living? Or that lie you'll be on 24/7? That lie you'll be on 24/7? It's going to be fire for fire going forward. You can keep lying to our people. Focus on the country. You got the country in your hands and focus on the run it. Are you guys not ashamed that you are only completing projects? Ralphie Highway, you are completing the project. You completed the project. Joe Biden went to Nima and Bunkanda the last time to dedicate schools. Those school projects you are dedicating and your government are owning, you should show all the pictures when you're doing groundbreaking. Oh, you dedicating project you did not do groundbreaking for, but you're taking all the glory to yourself. The government should be focused on creating her own projects. The head of the LEC, Jack, told you and I in one of your interviews that the work, the job he is doing, the progress he is making is as a result of what the predecessors did. Who are your predecessors? People who operated under the Joe administration. So practically the government is doing nothing. You are only building on what you inherited. Show us your own original policy, original plans that you are implementing. You're doing nothing different. What are you doing different? What are you doing different? The Ganta to Sunny Kwele road project that was done. Ganta to Sunny Kwele to look at your border to Aricos was done on the Joshua. The pavement was done on the Wia. Ganta to Salae, Ganta to Sakapie to Tabata. All of the funds secure contract awarded, given to the contractors that started the job on the Joshua. Banga to Salae, Lova County, done on the Joshua. You are doing nothing new. 2 years now, you have not dedicated anything that you started. You have not dedicated anything that you started. And you sit down here, you won't use lies to cover your ineptitude as a government, and you think all will sit down and listen to it. I just stopped by to let you know that the former president, His Excellency George Weah, is kicking. He's strong. He's minding a business. He chose to go relax in Ghana for some moment before he trip to America. He chose to leave your vindictive country where the government is attacking every single individual who is not in alignment with her fake policies. He chose to go rest to a house in Ghana while getting prepared for a trip to the US. And you passing around, you saying he's sick, he did one, he died one. You focus on how the president returning from America with $0. Be concerned about how the president returning from France, rather. From France and the UAE with $0. Zero project, zero policy, zero, everything zero. Look at one funny press statement on E-Marshall. The president has deep ties with the other one. They are rekindled international relations. What all the bullcrap for? The one that bring people with E. The president was greeted with a guy of honor in Paris. That guy of honor with E. Also, everyone saluting President Baga in Paris. They saluting that ain't with E. The blind people who will be passing around begging for money, smooching in the street selling. The one they will eat, the one they used to go to school. That you were saluted in Paris, that they were saluting the dead guy of honor. They were playing with gun in front of him. That why the country will eat. I just stopped by to let you know that you guys may think the whole country foolish, but the foolish people are getting wise. And sooner or later, propaganda will have no space in this country to survive. You came to rescue, focus on that rescue mission. Stop looking for sick people when you know where the sick people are. Stop looking for dead bodies when you know where the dead bodies are. You should be ashamed that the president who you said no plenty book went to 2 countries and could not bring 1 paper milk pack. Went to 2 countries and could not bring 1 piece of biscuit. You should be ashamed. I'm not going to say much. Thank you very much. God bless you. And anytime, any information will be here again to provide the clarity so that all of us will be guided by the truth and not deception as a result of poor governmental performance. Thank you very much. Bye.